today I'm going to be going over how you wash a synthetic wig. Now, if you're new to the world of wigs, it can feel really overwhelming having to learn all these things of how to care for wigs. So hopefully this video on how to wash a synthetic will ease your mind a little bit, and I'm going to be showing you step by step how I wash a synthetic wig. Now, if you're new here, don't forget to hit that follow button so we can be friends, and turn on that little bell icon so you don't miss any videos. Now, before we get started, you're gonna need a few things. Grab the wig you're gonna be washing. Today, I'm gonna be washing Santa Monica by Bella Tress in the color Crushed Almond Blonde. And then I'm also gonna be washing this wig, which is Sleek by Ellen Billett in the color Sandy Blonde Rooted. Now, of course, grab your wigs. You're also gonna need a basin or a sink of some sorts. I like washing my wigs in my bathroom. I find it a little bit easier, but some people prefer to do it in a big bowl. It's totally personal preference, whichever you prefer to do. Then you're also going to want to grab some shampoo. I'm using this shampoo I found from Amazon. I'll make sure to link it below. And then I like having a towel and then a wide tooth comb as well. Now, before you get started, I do want to reiterate that this routine is going to only be for synthetic wigs. If you are washing a human hair wig, it's totally different fibers than this, and you're going to want to use products specifically for a human hair wig. If you're new to that and you need some help, I do have a video on my page about how to wash a human hair wig. So make sure that you are washing the correct type of wig before you do this routine or use these types of products. So first step in washing a synthetic wig is you do want to detangle it. So go ahead and grab a wide tooth comb. You're going to start from the bottom, work your way up, and make sure you get all of those tangles out. You never want to wash a wig while it is still tangly. So I'm going to take this one. It's a little bit longer, so of course it's going to get tangled more, and just slowly work through. Whenever you're combing a synthetic wig, you always want to use a wide tooth comb, and you never want to aggressively pull through those tangles. If you have any stubborn tangles, you can definitely use a spray-on conditioner or a detangler spray to work through them. So next step is you want to grab a sink or a basin. I personally like washing my wigs in my bathroom. I find it a little bit easier. My sinks can stop up, but if yours can't, or it's easier for you to just wash it in a basin or a bowl, you can definitely do that as well. It's all personal preference. I'm gonna go ahead and stop at my sink. Ugh, there's a hair in it. And whenever we're washing a synthetic wig, you want to use cold water. And then I'm going to be using this shampoo I found on Amazon. It is just a general synthetic wig shampoo. I don't really feel like the products you use on synthetics matter as much as they do for human hair. That may be a weird thing about me. So I just grabbed whatever I could find on Amazon that was able to get to me relatively quickly and was a good price. Overall, I've been really happy with this. This is the all-day wig shampoo for synthetic wigs. Now, I will say it has a grape scent to it, which is like kind of giving Dimetap. I don't know. It's an interesting choice. So if I was to buy a shampoo again for my wigs, it probably wouldn't be this one just from the grape scent alone. So like if that puts you off, I'll put other options below that you can get. So after I filled up my sink with a little bit of cool water, I want to go ahead and put 1 capful of my synthetic wig shampoo in the sink. There we go. And I'm going to use my hand and just distribute that product throughout the sink to where it's nice and sudsy like that. All right, so whenever we're washing a wig, you want to hold it really gently, and we're gonna wash it like this. So I take the palm of my hand and put it out like this, almost like I'm holding a serving tray or something. And I'm gonna scoop it in to the top of the wig and dip it in and out of the water like this whenever I'm rinsing it. Some places that we want to be really careful and really delicate with on the wig are going to be the top portion where we have this lace. We want to be more gentle with that part. And then we also want to be mindful of the fact that most all synthetic wigs are going to have this open wefting on it. Whenever we're washing, if we're not gentle, if we're not careful enough, we could absolutely invert some of those hairs. And you can see I've inverted a few of them here and there. So we just want to make sure whenever we're washing that we're really careful not to do that. So I'm going to turn this wig back the way we're going to wash it. And see, I've already gotten it tangled. I could tell this wig needed wash just because it's tangling more than usual. When I feel it, it feels like it's got some buildup on it. Plus, I could tell that my lace line was getting a little dirty with makeup. I'll show you guys right there. My lace line right there was getting a little dirty with my foundation and makeup, so it wasn't as transparent as I would like it to be. So it was definitely time for this wig to get a wash. Okay, so holding my wig like it's a little tray like this, I'm gonna go ahead and dip it into my cool water, and I'm gonna bring it in and out of the water till I make sure that the wig is fully saturated.
18 baths.
And I like doing this a few times. It's just gonna get any of that product buildup out of the fibers. It's also gonna make sure that cap gets all clean, especially if it's in the middle of the summer like it is right now. Your caps to your wigs get a little gross with sweat and other things, sunscreen, all this stuff. So you wanna make sure you're washing it really, really well. Okay, so since this wig had a bit of makeup on the lace, I'm gonna do something a little unconventional, but it's a little hack, if you will, to get makeup out of your lace. I'm gonna grab my face wash, which I know removes makeup. Today, I'm using the Naturium Niacinamide Cleansing Gel. I'm gonna grab a little bit of that and I'm gonna work it right along that lace line, just to remove any of that extra makeup. And when we clean our lace like that, it just ensures that our lace line looks so invisible and so perfect where no one can tell you're wearing a wig. Now, if you struggle with your lace line being tinted or having any sort of discoloration to it, doing this can definitely help to remove any of that makeup or oils from your skin or sunscreen. Okay, so I grabbed a little bit of that product and I'm just going to gently rub it back and forth along that lace line with my thumb. I don't want to put too much pressure on this because that lace is fragile, but I do want to remove that makeup the best I can without inverting any of those hairs. If I was too rough with this, I could accidentally invert some of those hairs and then it just becomes a whole big mess trying to remedy that situation. Okay, I think I have that pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and rinse with cold water. Yay! Okay, it looks pretty transparent again. I still have some spots on the side, so I'm gonna hit it a second time. This wig was pretty dirty. It had been a while since I washed it. Now, a common question I get asked is how often should you be washing your wigs? And that answer is gonna vary from person to person. It's gonna depend on things like your lifestyle, what you're doing while you're wearing your wig, the environment that your wig is in is all gonna play a factor into how often you need to wash it. Now, in my experience, if you rotate your wigs, you tend to wash them less. And so that's gonna extend the life of them. If you have one piece that you're wearing every single day, you're obviously going to need to wash it more often. So if it is your primary wig and you are wearing that wig every single day, I would expect to at least wash it once a week. Now, if it's a human hair wig, that answer is going to vary even more about the hair type and how the hair is feeling. You could go up to, 2 to 3 weeks without washing a human hair wig. But your synthetic wigs, if you're wearing them daily, I would shoot to wash them about once a week. Okay, so I got that nice and sudsy again. I'm gonna go ahead and just clean that off. Get all of that suds out of there. Oh, that looks so good. I love that little hack just because sometimes I feel like the wig shampoo just doesn't remove all of my makeup. And so using a facial cleanser that I know removes makeup is a great way to get off all of that extra tint on our lace. You can also use things like micellar water. If you don't want to use either of those, you can go out and buy a dedicated lace cleansing product. Although in my experience, a makeup remover cleanser works just as well. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and dip this wig back here into my soapy water. And unlike human hair wigs, I'm gonna let this wig set. So you wanna soak your synthetic wigs in the soapy mixture from anywhere to 5 to 10 minutes and then get them back out to rinse. So I'm gonna set a timer. Alexa, set a 5-minute timer.
Good evening, Jennifer. 5 minutes, starting now.
And I'll be right back. Alexa, stop timer. Our wigs are ready. Okay, so now that it's been 5 minutes, I went ahead and put my other wig I'm washing to soak as well. So that way she could wash at the same time, which is kind of a nice little hack. So now that our wig is soaked, we're going to go ahead and rinse. So again, we're gonna grab it by under this area right here. I just put my full palm in there and bring it up. Making sure we're always holding our wig like this is crucial because it's going to make sure that those hairs don't invert by picking up weird spots. Okay, my water is so dirty and gross, so we're going to go ahead and drain this.
Filthy! Filthy!
Ew. You'll always be amazed by how dirty your wig water will get. You'll be like, oh, this wig isn't that dirty. And then you'll wash it and you'll question all your life choices of what you've been wearing around on your head for a week or two. So now I'm going to go ahead and rinse the wig. I'm going to run some cool water again, and we're just going to start at the top and rinse our way through. So I'm rinsing with cool water and making sure I get all of that product out of the wig. And I'm going to go ahead and get a little bit of that water on the cap as well, being really careful not to invert any of those hairs, just so that I get the product off the inside fabric of the cap itself. Okay. I'm going to squeeze off any extra water. Now, the incredible thing about synthetic wigs is that even if you put water on them, once they dry, they're going to dry in the exact style they were in when you got them. So there's really minimal work or effort involved, really none at all, to keep it in that style or to keep it looking the way it did, which is quite the hack if you ask me. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my towel. I like to put it down here on a surface of some sorts. Grab my wig after I've run out any extra water, and I'm going to lay it down and I'm going to wrap it up like a burrito, being super gentle with those fibers and just squeeze out any of that excess water. And I like to air dry my wigs. I will air dry them on a plastic wig stand like this. This one is a travel wig stand, which is really great. It's going to make sure that the wig gets good airflow, that the cap doesn't get stretched out, that the cap doesn't get, water stuck into it being on a canvas blockhead. So that's why I really like to use those travel wig stands. Next, I'm going to gently detangle. I really don't want to be rough with this at all, especially since the fibers are wet. They could stretch if I was aggressive with this. So I want to be really, really gentle as I'm combing through this wig. Okay, let's put her on our wig stand. Now, you might have noticed I probably missed a crucial step that you're thinking, Jen, you never conditioned this wig. And so I personally do not like to use conditioner in my sink. I prefer to use a spray-on conditioner. And so after my wig is nice and dry, I'll use a spray-on conditioner. I can spray some of my hands and really run it through the hair wherever I feel like it needs it, as opposed to dipping it into conditioner. Some people do prefer to dip it into conditioner, just like I did that shampoo. I prefer to do it that way. So if you're wondering what happened to the conditioner, when are we going to use it? That's why. All right. So in my experience, a synthetic wig is going to dry usually within about an hour or two. Of course, it depends on how dense your synthetic wig is, but they dry a lot faster than a human hair wig would, which is excellent if you're in a time crunch. So we'll put her right here. And I do want to mention that whenever your synthetic wig is drying, it does have a tendency to drip. So if you put it on top of something, just know that there may be some water that drips down. So I don't want you putting it on furniture or anything like that it could potentially ruin. Now, after you wash your wig and let it air dry, if it's feeling rough at all or it still feels really frizzy, it may need some heat put on to the synthetic wig, especially if it's a heat-friendly style like this one is. And the reason I mention it, I can already tell a few of these pieces are really, really ragged and looking a little bit frizzy. And when I feel the wig itself, it has some spots that aren't super smooth. And so if that's the case with the wig, you're going to want to go ahead and use like a round blow dry brush. You could use a straightener on a low heat setting, especially with this wig since it's heat friendly, to go ahead and smooth back out those fibers. That's something a lot of people miss whenever they have a heat friendly synthetic wig, is adding heat on it regularly is going to keep it looking smooth and silky and looking its best. If you need more info on how to do that, I did film a YouTube video on it, so you can go and find that on my page. Anyways, I hope this tutorial was helpful for you. If you are struggling learning how to care for your wigs, go ahead and give me a follow so we can be friends, so you can learn all about the new world of wearing wigs, hair loss, and toppers. And don't forget to hit that bell icon so you don't miss any other videos, and I'll see you next time. Bye!